pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law 30A18 and the governor's March 15th, 2020 order imposing strict limitations on the number of people that may gather in one place, this meeting of the Hubbardston Parks Commission will be conducted via remote participation to the greatest extent possible. Specific information in the general guidelines for remote participation to the greatest extent possible. Oh, sorry. Specific information in the general guidelines to remote participation by members of the public and or parties with a right and or requirement to attend this meeting can be found on the town website. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately assess the proceedings in real time via Zoom. In the event that we are unable to do so, despite best efforts, we will post on the town's website a comprehensive record of proceedings as soon as possible after the meeting. All right. So, all right, I don't see anyone else waiting. So did everyone get a printout of the agenda? This should be a pretty quick meeting, although it's probably took longer for us to actually get it all together. In regards to the minutes, I went through the past minutes and I don't think anyone took minutes for December, although I did write, jot down a bunch of notes. I just never mailed them out to anyone. So as I was saying to Lori, I did try to go on the website and get the information from our last meeting, but I wasn't able to find it. I will do that next time. And then I looked for November and we did not have a meeting apparently in November. So there were no November meetings listed. So the last meeting we actually had was in October. So I did send them to you. I didn't know if everyone saw them. So
I did read them over.
Okay. So does anyone have any questions about the minutes from October?
I don't.
No.
I don't either, no.
All right. Would someone like to make a motion to accept the minutes from October? I don't have the date written down here.
Make a motion to accept the minutes from October 19th.
Okay.
Second that.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right. So October 19th minutes are accepted. They'll be posted. All right. Next thing is the ice rink. So it was good. We all got down there. We got everything set up. Got the water in there. So Brian, I'm thankful that you went down and checked on that and fixed. Which corner was it that you said had come apart?
The corner that like closest to the road into the bandstand. So as you're coming up, the first corner on the left there.
On the left or the right?
Well, the first corner. So it would be the right looking at it, looking
okay.
from the parking lot. But
Uh-huh.
where most of the water, the biggest part of the water is,
Okay.
that corner kind of separated out like that,
Mm-hmm.
popped. So
Yeah.
I put a stake that I found on one of the other sides that wasn't doing a whole lot, and I stuck it in there hoping that it would freeze by the time.
Yeah. So when I went down there today, I wonder if that might have happened when we were pulling the things back up to let the,
Maybe.
loosen up. It might have happened at that time.
Yeah, the reason I saw it was because the wind was just blowing, and it popped up, and I was like, oh, that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, when I went down today, I didn't look at it, but I didn't see any water coming from that area or anything. I only saw the water coming from that middle part, and there
Yeah, I
wasn't
think
even,
that's what it
there
was.
wasn't even any more water there. It was all frozen.
Good.
And I took
Yeah.
pictures. It wasn't even a lot.
Yeah, when I walked up, it was squishy under our feet. coming
Oh,
up.
okay.
And I was like, oh, they must have, drained their hoses here. And as I got closer, I was like, oh no. Because I think we had like at least an inch on that far side.
On the backside?
Yeah.
Oh, I would say at least 2, if not 3, maybe.
So, and it was barely covering it when we were there. So.
Okay. So it must have either froze up pretty good. I mean, that far left corner was bare, absolutely bare. For, I don't know, maybe 3 to 4 feet, along the corner. and in there. But on the other side of that back panel, there was ice and it was frozen and it
Good.
was a couple inches thick. So, but like I did say in the email, there's like a big long scratch, like 6 inches long, and you can see it perforated the liner and there was a hole behind it. Not a big hole, but maybe, I don't know, the size of a quarter. So I don't know if water came out there and went underneath and came out that side, or if that side actually has a hole in it as well. But everything was frozen, and even where that water was coming out, it was frozen there. So I think as long as we get that major base taken care of, and if it freezes up, I think we'll be all set.
Yeah, I agree.
So, but I do think when we fill it again, because we'll want to fill it to get water on that far corner, we should probably try to repair it. And I do have that small repair kit in the car. So hopefully that will.
Hey, Sandra, can you let Eric in? He's in the attendees.
Oh, okay. I didn't see him.
I think he just joined. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's fine. Yeah, how do I get him to join though? Oh, there we go.
You probably,
There we go.
there you go. Look at you go.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
You can.
But
We
can't see
gotcha.
me?
Can't see you,
No.
but we can hear you.
Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with it. Okay, well, I'm
All
here.
right. All right, well, that's good, Eric. So we already went over the minutes and they've been approved, and we were just talking about the ice rink.
Okay.
And so I think everyone was in that email loop, or that text loop that Brian sent out about the water was leaking.
Yes.
So I went down today and checked on it, and there is that far left corner in the back. There is no water there in an area, but I think it's an area that we can just repair, and it will be fine when we add more water, which we were planning to do anyways.
Yeah, so you actually saw a rip in it?
Yeah, so there's maybe a 6-inch long, it looks like a big scratch was through it, and it wasn't like a wide open rip, but there was definitely perforated holes in it. And
Huh.
then there was also a hole, maybe the size of a quarter, up a little further in the lining. Obviously didn't see that at all the other day. Maybe the weight of the water pulled on the liner and opened it up. I don't know. But I
Could have
think
been those two thugs too that were up there screwing around with it.
it might have been, it might have
Could have
had
been.
might have something to do with that, but it doesn't matter. I think it's very repairable.
Oh,
Like I
good.
said, I do have the kit. I don't know what it entails. I can look at it. The kit's not that big.
We
But I
did our
think
best job, but there's a good chance that it was us.
that's fine. That's
hanging on
fine.
it.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
worked really hard that
Yeah.
day when you took it down. So but other than that, all the water seems to be holding everywhere else. So I think
Great.
and like at the far end, the deeper end of the water, there was probably at least 1.5 inches, if not 2 inches. I mean, I pounded on it. I'm sure if I smashed my fist, I could have smashed through the ice, but I didn't want to do that. So so down at that thicker end, it was definitely thicker. Some ice forming at the lower shallow end, the ice was pretty much all the way to the bottom. It didn't look like there was hardly any water under it at all. So I just think it's a good thing. I think we can get this up and running with more water added later in the week.
Nice.
Repairing that pit.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, and I don't think it's gonna be difficult. It looks like there's glue. It's looked like a glue or something that,
So there's no water on the part that we need to repair?
no water on there at all. It's completely
Okay.
open, so I think that'll be easy.
Can we get some of that tape that they use? The what's that tape that they stop their leaks with? They just put tape.
Flex
on it.
seal, flex
Okay.
seal.
Flex seal. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Flex
We
seal.
have some.
What's it called?
Flex seal.
Flex steel?
I have some.
Yeah.
There you go. Is it easy to
All
use?
right.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah, I
the
think-
commercial
I
is
think if
easy.
we use-
yeah.
Like you said, Jay, and I think if we use some of that glue stuff with the Flex seal, that should definitely fix it.
Or duct tape, right?
Duct tape, that's where I was going with it, yeah.
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 All right. So, so I guess, I mean, if you want, I'll try to go down and repair it. Wednesday or Thursday before the water comes in, gets delivered again, if we want to do that Thursday or Friday.
Do we know when they're coming in?
No, it's up to us to tell them when to come.
Okay.
So I think we don't want them to come till that deep end is almost completely, or maybe wait till it's completely frozen, but it's gonna be really cold tonight and tomorrow, so I think that will really help it.
Yeah, and if it's already had 2 inches of ice on it today, it should be after tonight mostly frozen, I would think.
Yeah. So I can go up, I can definitely go up tomorrow and check it out, and I can text you guys and let you guys know what I think, and if I try to repair it and see how it goes. But other than that, I think it's going to be successful, so that'll be good. So
Awesome.
one of the other reasons I wanted to call is, or to have a meeting is, so I know we've been working really hard on this ice rink, and I know we've put a lot on our plates this year. But I really want to get this playground up and running. And so if everyone, I did send everyone the last thing that we agreed on, which was like last March or February, the playground that we really liked.
Yep.
And I would like to, with everyone's permission, work with Ryan to get an RFP put out, maybe February, on a similar playground. So it does not have to be an identical playground, but we can do an RFP based on site work and a playground similar to this and see what we get back to bids.
Yeah, sounds good.
So on this one, the green is like foam, or
On the ground,
for the ground.
it's rubberized pavement.
The green is, what about the tan colored? Is that also, or is that something different?
So part of it, the ADA is the green, and that's a rubberized pavement. And then the other part is manufactured wood fiber.
Okay.
And all of those materials are ADA compliant. The only thing that we had talked about back then was he had put like a path through the middle of it. And we had talked about consolidating all the ADA play equipment to one area where the handicap entrance was going to be. And we were going to move that entrance to the side. So it would be almost co-joined with the basketball handicap entrance. So it would all be on that one side. The kids could go from the playground right into the basketball court. So I just, the biggest thing I'm trying to do is, like I said, start on that RFP. I think it would be really great if we could get that taken care of. Maybe we could actually get this playground started like in May. So, unless anyone disagrees, or wants to meet and look at different playgrounds again, but I'll be honest, we did all that a year ago before COVID hit. I mean, we were at the point, we were getting ready to present the playgrounds to the schools, to have the kids kind of pick. But unfortunately with COVID, these kids aren't even doing lunch together. I mean, I just don't know how we're gonna do it.
It's fine. This one looks good. I would go with this one.
Yeah, I think that was like the one that we picked, we liked the best, that something similar to that. So, so as long as everyone agrees, then I will reach out to Ryan next week and I'll start, see if he can work with me on that RFP. You gonna hold that up?
I was thinking, if I could hold it. I can't share my screen, right? So
I don't think.
Yeah,
we
no,
can.
we
everybody's
can't do that.
watching.
Yeah, that's the one that we were talking about. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. And I'll tell you, over the weekend, I went up to the Hardwick Co-op, and my husband and I, we happened to have to take a quick little detour. So we detoured up to the Hardwick schools, elementary school, and they have a brand new playground up there, and it's similar to this one. It was very nice looking. It was smaller, but it was very nice looking. It had that web thing, that crawly web thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice looking.
Yeah, I used to bring my kids to play at that playground when they were younger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it isn't. I haven't been there since they revamped it, but it's nice.
Yeah. All right, so the biggest question, is everyone comfortable with me reaching out to Ryan to try to get an RFP out on this project?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. Do we need a motion or anything, or we're good?
Go ahead, motion. It protects us if someone comes back and says something.
Motion to reach out to Ryan on the playground plans that we have in front of us
I second.
for an RFP. Is that right?
Yep. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Great. All right, so that was the biggest thing I really wanted to kick off and get going. With that, we had talked about doing a joint meeting with the Board of Selectmen. We had talked about maybe January 4th, but I don't know what happened. That didn't happen. So they've asked us to come to their February 1st meeting. So I just want to put everyone out there that we're going to have a joint meeting with them. Anyone who can make it, I committed to making it. It's going to be a Zoom meeting like this. We'll be on their agenda. So if you have anything specific you want to bring up.
Oh, we lost Jasanda.
Yeah, did she freeze on us?
Yeah, she froze.
Eric, can you
Can't
still hear us?
She's the host.
Yeah, you guys are fine. She just
Okay.
froze.
Okay. Hopefully she's not still speaking.
She probably
Hopefully
is.
she can hear us.
Oh no.
It's like me driving around in my car when I lost the call. I have no idea. Keep talking.
Should one of us text her?
I just texted her,
Alright.
but she just disappeared. Uh-oh.
She was the host. I don't know. What's
I know,
going
I don't know
on.
what happens now.
I'm still
What
here,
about-
so
What?
I can add her
Okay,
as host
good.
again. I'm a host and she was a co-host.
Okay,
Alright, thank you.
we're not sure what's going on.
Anybody been looking at Zamboni plans?
I looked at a couple of, it's interesting. It's a lot of
Yeah,
work.
You can do some stuff with a cooler. You can do stuff with like a cooler and a
Can you hear me now?
towel behind it.
Yep,
Yep.
you're back.
We got you.
All right. All right, so, sorry about that. So a few things that I wanted to mention was at that meeting. So they're there to see how we can participate, we can help them, or they can help us, how they can support any of our projects or ask for anything that we need. So one of the things I wanted to talk to them about have to do with the playground. And the first thing is, before we started this whole project for the playground, we asked if DPW would take down the old playground and remove all that pea stone. So I want to bring that up to them and make sure that we have their support, because we were told they would do that, because that was a cost savings to us. So we need to just bring that up, make sure they're going to be on board with staying on top of DPW and getting that done. I'm sure DPW will do it. I just think we need to have some sort of a timeline, so we get it done timely. And really, that's about the only big thing I really wanted to talk to them about. And asking about going out for the RFP and getting that all done. So if anyone has anything else they think we should talk about, let me know. Otherwise, we can just bring it up at the meeting.
We have the path on our future plans, right?
We have
The
a
walking
what?
path?
The walking path, yeah, that's on our future plans, right?
Yeah, that's like capital plan in 2 years. Because our first one was sealing the basketball court.
Yeah.
And
There's a couple of stones. This is a couple of stones sticking up there. I wonder if we I don't know if you've walked it recently, but just wondering if DPW could pop those stones out and fix a
They
couple
just-
areas.
They just got their new hot box there. Maybe they they want to give
That's
it a
what I was
shot.
thinking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sure, we could talk to them about that.
What about the skate park is kind of, do we do anything with that too, or?
Well, so we had to come up with a 5-year capital plan, Eric. And we put a 5-year plan out a year ago. Actually, it would be 2 years ago fiscal year.
Yep.
And our first priority was the new playground or getting a new playground, repairing the old playground, however it was going to work.
Mhm.
So, and then we took we put together a CPA application. We took it to CPA. It was approved, and then it was approved on the town floor meeting to grant us $200,000 to put a new playground in. So, so that kind of took priority of our CPA, our capital planning 5-year goals. And so it kind of, that took its place. So now our other things, getting the walking path done, the skate park was, I think, year number 3. I think we were looking at that. So we do have a capital plan going out 5 years, and the first one is the playground. So we're starting with that this spring.
Oh, cool.
So unfortunately, all those parks, the skate park like that, they're very expensive to
I know that
replace.
equipment. Yeah, the equipment's really expensive.
Yeah, so one of the things that we do every year is we do Handy, I think his name is Brian. He will come down, he owns that welding place here in Hubbardston on 62. He'll come down and he goes over the whole skate park and makes sure that that nothing is damaged or needs to be repaired. He kind of walks through it and makes sure it's in good condition.
Yep.
So at least we know it's safe, even though it's not looking too pretty right now. We did go down and paint it 2 years ago, I think. But other than that, one of the things that was mentioned is that the equipment is kind of sinking into the ground. So,
Well, right. That was the only reason why I brought it up, is because I know if we're talking about maybe patching the basketball court, and then we have that big gap in the walking path that's on the way right up to the bandstand. That's kind of dangerous. And the only other thing I noticed is the skate park, like where the ramps like kind of meet the pavement.
yeah,
There's a big gap. I know on a bike it's not a big deal, but on a skateboard it's a little bit sketchy. Like when you drop in. The only reason I haven't been up there and I used to bring my kids there and kind of skate around a little bit and mess around, but I haven't been up there in probably about a year. But it was getting a little sketchy, like just at the transition to the bottom of the ramp where it meets the pavement. So I didn't know if that was something we could like temporarily, just patch or something.
I don't know. Do we think that's something we should ask DPW to look at to see if they could repair it?
Can we move them forward like 3 inches?
Oh
is
yeah,
it-
maybe we could do that instead.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't
How do you-
I don't know how they're secured to the ground, but
Are they bolted down?
I don't know.
I think they are, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I'm thinking that they are. I mean, we could put that on our plan to go down and check it out.
Yeah. And we've been spending a lot of time up there, and I just haven't even thought about it until now. And I just
Mhm.
might be something, just for safety to we should just check out. And if we can
Yeah.
do something about it, great. If not, then we'll just back burner it, like you said.
Or if someone wants to just go check it out themselves and see if it is, not cemented into the ground or however it's anchored into the ground. If someone wants to just go look at that and then come back and report to us for our next meeting, then we can go forward with that. We don't have to like all decide to meet down there at the same
Yeah.
time.
That's true. I can check it out. Yeah.
Okay, that'd be great. And then that way you can let us know whether we could just maybe try to move them forward or if we feel they actually need to be repaired.
Right.
So, all right, so you can do that, Eric, you said?
Yes.
All right. So we'll look for that for the next meeting, which will be in February.
Sounds good.
All right, great, thank you.
No problem.
But again, February 1st, that's just gonna be in like 2 weeks. We will have the Board of Selectmen meeting. You should check their agenda for that night to see when we're on. Hopefully we'll be the first people on. and they meet at 6:30. Anything else anyone can think of that they want to talk about?
I think good.
Okay, so who wants to make the decision about when to reflood the ice rink? Do we all want to just go down on our own time and then just text like, I think it looks good, let's do it now, or Jay, do you want to do that and coordinate with the fire department?
I'm not gonna be able to get down there for a couple days. I just the way my schedule's looking.
Yeah.
If someone can go down and if you've got tape or something to go fix it and it's accessible, we should fix it right away. And
Okay,
then if you just text me or whatever, text the fire department and have them, or you can reply to that email I sent the other day that goes to their Gmail account and they'll get it and they can just tell them we're ready to fill it. So I was talking to Jeremy. I don't know. I'm not sure when Jeremy's working. I think he said he was working at the end of the week. I don't know if you want to wait till Friday or not. But
was that
I'd rather
Jeremy who was there with?
try to
tape?
do it tomorrow or Thursday.
Oh, yeah, definitely not tomorrow. I definitely think it needs a couple days. So I would say Thursday would be the very earliest, and we should go down on Thursday, or I can go down on Thursday and check it out before making that decision, unless someone else wants to stop by and check it out too. So we just can have at least two people's opinions that, yeah.
Yeah, Sanda, I was gonna say, if you're gonna go on Thursday after, I could meet you after work.
Okay.
And we could check, like, I get done pretty early, so I could, like, by like 3:30, I could, head over there and meet up with you or something like that, where it's still light and we could fix it and make a decision.
Okay, do you want to do Thursday, or do you want to try to go down tomorrow and just try to repair it? Because maybe it might have to sit for 24 hours or something. I don't know.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we could meet down there tomorrow I could meet you after work tomorrow.
So it would like 4 o'clock work?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, so I'll meet you tomorrow at 4 and we'll take a look at the ice and we'll try to repair those spots. And then that way we can decide if you think the ice is ready to have more water put in on either Thursday or Friday. So,
Sounds good.
all right, so I'll see you there tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Do you want me to leave the Flex Seal tape out anywhere?
Yeah, that's fine. Do you, can you swing it by and throw it in my mailbox?
I actually can. I'm going to Gardner in about 5 minutes, so I can drop it there on my
Oh,
way.
all right, sounds good. Then we'll
right.
do that.
Sounds good.
All right, anyone else? Anything else?
I don't have anything.
Nope.
Nope,
All
I'm
right.
good.
All right, someone want a motion to adjourn?
Yeah,
Motion to adjourn.
Okay,
I second the motion.
all right, so we are adjourning at 7:53. Thank you all for coming to this meeting. I appreciate it, so we can move forward with the playground and get the ice rink going.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
All
Good
right,
night.
thanks, yeah, take
Good night.
care.
All right.
Bye,
Bye.
guys. Thanks.